Hey, what's going on, everybody? Pen here. So I thought I'll just give out some suggestions for the developers for the Infuse media player application. Now these would just be suggestions based off what I'm seeing, what I experienced, with the other applications, the competition, and these are some things to keep in mind. Infuse have been around for a little while now, and I believe they can definitely improve on the overall navigation, getting to the content, suggesting content, things of that nature. And we're going to get in because one of the things that when you watch my channel, not only do I cover the science, the facts, but I'm also giving you opinions based off what I see and what I know. And also, since I set up automated solutions for clients outside of YouTube, one of the devices that come in mind is the Apple TV because people have iPads, people have iPhones. Not everyone is all Android or whatever other operating system that they may choose to have in their ecosystem per se. So when we are talking about these applications and being honest about it, one of the things that I'm good at, in my personal opinion, is giving you the core facts and letting the viewer decide what they wish to do. So let's get started. This is Infuse. Infuse is a third-party application that's on the Apple TV 4K. You may also have it on the iPad or any other compatible Apple ecosystem device that you may own. Now, this is different from the first party. For an example, iTunes TV shows or iTunes movies, which those are preloaded when you first boot up this Apple TV 4K and you finish through all the updates and you get all your network configured, things like that. Infuse is a nice option because of the ability of its great performance playback and how it handles the HDR, the Dolby Vision, and how it deals with the higher end audio when you're stepping up in the channels. One of the things that they do have to work on, I'm gonna go into the 4K Dolby Vision. So it's loading, you're seeing in real time the amount of time. This is ran through MB, didn't take that long. So what we see here, this is nice because when it comes to the favorites, it's going to show your content, your selection. The thing about it, pay attention to the size of the screen. We're not seeing any type of alphabet. We're not seeing easy navigation when it comes to your library. And one of the things that I've seen in the past, especially with MB natively, is that the navigation, the UI, when it comes to finding your content, is up to par and it is more ease of use versus Infuse natively. Now this can be fixed. All they have to do is just give an alphabet on the left side or the right, however they decide to do it, so that for the ones that do have those larger libraries, they may not want to scroll or they may not want to search for a certain title. They may want it to have it be something where they just go straight to one of the alphabet and they just call it a day. Now, here's another thing with this. So you see it's just scrolling until I get to the end of my library. Okay. So number one, add some easier navigation when it comes to when you click into one of your library titles. I'm going to go to Elite Battle Angel. Now, another thing that has to be mentioned is the proper tagging when it comes to the difference between HDR and Dolby Vision. This is a 4K Blu-ray ripped from a disc, remuxed in the container, and the file type or format in this case is MKV. Now, this plays in Dolby Vision properly on another device that I own. It does not play the proper Dolby Vision profile on Infuse. and it gives back a HDR. Now, that could be a deal breaker for some. Other people may care about the bitrate. I'm just reporting the facts. Bitrate matters, but if we're going to be paying or investing our money into these displays or televisions, it would be nice to see the proper playback of the correct HDR format. That's just me. You don't have to agree. I'm just giving you a breakdown of this. Now, cast and crew is cool, but when we get down here, there's movies. It's 4K, DV, Dolby Vision, but this is just showing what's in my general library. It'd be cool if Infuse decide to do this, where the more content that you watch, it'll suggest other things. Let's say, hey, because you saw Alita Battle Angel, for an example, check out these titles, or suggest movies within a different genre. Give some more information down here. And it's cool that you can just quickly shift through your library and I see we're on a different title, right? Because what's going to happen is that if you're not aware, if you click on any of these posters down below in Infuse, it will attempt to play back your content, which isn't a bad thing. You just have to keep in mind of that. That's all. All right. So I think overall, with those suggestions, I think they'll have like a more solid product. I do like the ability that they're given to add your Jellyfin, add your MB, add your Plex, things of that nature. Even given the ability to add your content without the need of those media servers in the background. You can do it through your local network, things like that. As long as you have everything set up correctly, Infuse should see it and pick it up immediately. Now, I think this is best when it comes to the local content that you have, rather it's ripped or however you obtain it in other methods. The more I experimented with Infuse, used it, the more I'm seeing that if you just have a larger library, especially for someone like myself, this becomes less and less ideal. It's beautifully presented. Like this front end, these main pages here, like, or watching favorites, recently added movies, things like that, the movie genres, I like all of that. Don't change this at all. I think once you get into the content, because you can go through here and pick some things based off what you see in your homepage. And sometimes I do that, but sometimes I don't. And you have the ability to use the search, as everybody do. Sometimes, as a preference, you may not want to search. You may just want to have your application suggest content automatically to you based off of what you already have that's available. And that's just one of the things that I'm just looking at. That's all. I think it is one of the best solutions when we're talking about streaming, when it comes to the Apple TV 4K, when it comes to rather your local content or your cloud. I do, however, think it works best for locally, but that's just my opinion. Those would be the suggestions. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section. And yeah, like, do you have Infuse? I pay for Infuse Pro, things like that. It's a nice product. I know the developers and all that, they're always going to be watching in the background and they want to be looking for feedback. And there's people in the forums that's going to be posting things as well. I just rather do like a video presentation of my thoughts and opinions versus type. I feel I can get my my points out better that way. But Let me know what y'all think.